What's up? This is Petey from SupplementReviews.com here with the one, the only, Mr. 8-time Mr. Olympia, Ronnie Coleman. Ron, how are you doing today?
Doing pretty good.
Awesome. It's kind of surreal to be sitting here hanging out with you. The focus today, we're going to talk about your Ronnie Coleman Signature Series. A board sponsor here on SupplementReviews.com. We just kind of want to chat about your products, see what you might have up and coming, and get like a view inside what it's like to be Ronnie Coleman. All right, so I guess first and foremost, you've been a bodybuilder for a very long time, very successful. What was your inspiration for starting your own product line?
Well, I've been with a few other companies, and some of the products were okay, some of them weren't, and some of them tasted okay, and some of them didn't. So I said I want to start my own, something that I know is going to taste good, something that's going to really work, because you know I'm going to be testing it, and I figure, you know, if it works on me, it'll work on anybody.
I like that philosophy. I guess building onto that, when you said you were with a few other companies, so when you were a bodybuilder yourself, what was one of the main things that you wanted out of your own product line if you were to make one, like that you didn't like about the products that were already out there?
I wanted to have some of the best quality products out there, some that, like I said, I knew would work for sure, and some that I knew taste good for sure. You know, taste is everything, and just, you know, overall, the way the product works, of course, is the most important thing. If you don't get nothing out of it, and then it's no use in doing it. So I decided I wanted to create something that I knew was going to work, that was very beneficial, and something that was somebody wanted to take, and didn't have to really worry about the taste and all that.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, I guess aside from the products portion of things, I guess being Mr. Olympia is just insane. What was it like preparing for a big show like that?
It was the joy of a lifetime, basically, for me. It was a little difficult sometimes when I had to work, and I was out on a call, and I was wondering when I was going to get a chance to eat. Sometimes you have to maintain your mental focus, especially when I'm doing low carbs. So the hardest part about it was, when am I going to get a chance to eat again, and maintaining my mental focus so I don't just go off on somebody. Yeah. Just, you know, get myself in a lot of trouble, which happened a couple times, you know. But I look forward to those days. Those were actually some of the best days that I had at the job, when I got a chance to whip somebody's ass.
You're a policeman, correct?
Yeah.
Awesome.
15 years.
Wow. That's a lot of people ask me, like, what do bodybuilders do in their spare time? Like, I'm pretty sure he's a cop.
Yeah.
Imagine getting pulled over by this guy.
I kind of look forward to going to work every day, because it kind of gave me a release from having to think about contest prep and, you know, what I was going to be doing for my, you know, next meal or whatever. What I had to do for the rest of the day, as far as, you know, getting my workouts and cardio, and, you know, just everything. It was just a release, you know, something different to think about, and a good getaway.
Awesome.
Put my mind on something else.
I guess building on that, I mean, I just got to ask, when you pulled somebody over, like how often was like, all right, license and here you go. Like, how often were they like, wow, who is this guy? Or did most people know who you were?
A lot of people didn't know who I was. So when somebody did, you know, it just held things up a little bit. But for me, once I got to a certain level of status, I kind of quit doing that, pulling over things.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really want the hassle, and there were other things that to be done besides pulling somebody over and giving them a ticket or something.
Yeah. It's part of the job, but hey, I mean, I wouldn't want to.
Yeah, it's part of the job, but I'd rather be doing something else.
Awesome. I guess going back to your products a little bit here, you have a few new products you're just coming out with. Betastim, Aminotone, a new version of the Mild Blitz, if I'm correct here. Yeah. You want to tell, and King Mass.
Yeah.
What was some of like the rationale and why you decided to bring these products on next?
Well, actually, we wanted to do some of those first, but everything has its place, and everything has to get in line. So it fell in line right now. And Aminotone, of course, you know, everybody has a amino product out there, and of course we had to be right there. And it's a good product too, because I remember back when I first started working out, I didn't really know what aminos were. And one day somebody handed me a bottle, And I noticed every time I took them, I had a lot of energy when I worked out. I don't know where the energy came from because it's just amino acid product. But and then I come to find out that it also helped build muscle. And I kind of noticed that I put on a little size from that too. King Mass is that's everybody's favorite that's trying to put on muscle, and everybody's mostly trying to put on muscle. Even me. So that's just an automatic thing. Beta stem, the fat burner. I mean, who wants to be fat?
That's true.
So that was kind of an easy one. And what we did with V2 Mile Blitz is everybody complained, I got to take 2-3 scoops and it ain't really working. So okay, we'll double that strength on you, and then you tell us how it works for you then. So we're real excited about it. And we also reformulated the flavor, where it used to have like a cooling taste, but with that cooling taste came a little chemical taste. We took all that out, and now it's just mostly all like a fruit punch taste. And you taste it and you think, are you sure this is a supplement? Are you sure this is a pre-workout? You think, because it tastes like fruit. My first time it tasted like fruit juice, and I really wondered, if the chemicals were there, but they did, because I felt them. Awesome. And everybody else will feel them too, because like I said, we put some different ingredients in Mild Bliss, so you're gonna feel it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've tried it myself. It's some good stuff.
Yeah.
So
You're gonna really feel it.
I guess another thing about building on supplements there. Where can we find your supplements?
See, we got bodybuilding.com, we got Europa, we got GNC, you go on Vitamin Shop, and Europa it's probably got about, I don't know, 1,000 clients, so that covers everybody, all the mom and pops and all the local, some of the local, lower franchises. So we're just about everywhere, and if you can't find us there, RonnieColeman.net.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna get you the product one way or another, even if I have to deliver it myself. Because
Right.
I'm all over the world, I'm still traveling. We're actually in a little over 100 countries. So
wow.
And I'm still doing local traveling too. So we'll get you a product one way or another.
Excellent. One thing I guess touching on other countries there, sometimes you have to alter products in terms of formulation.
Yeah.
Did you ever have any problems with that with your products? So it seems pretty.
Yeah. Well, you just have to take certain ingredients out. For certain countries, like say like for Japan, I don't think we got to that market yet. Amino is a drug. Amino acid is a drug, and a couple other things in there are drugs too. So it's kind of hard to do some of them, and let the product still be effective, but we do the best we can with it.
Awesome.
It still works. We make sure it works before we put it out. Take some of these ingredients out that they consider drugs.
Very nice. Very nice. I guess back to the personal side of things. Talk about your supplements. Let's talk a little more about you. I guess when you set out to be like a professional bodybuilder, did you ever envision having this level of success?
Nope.
I mean,
Nope.
this is.
If you listen to some of the videos I do, I got this story that I tell. It's just a plain simple story. I graduated college, got my degree in accounting, graduated with honors. So I always wanted to be an accountant. Well, I put in like 5 million resumes, went on about a couple million interviews. Nobody would hire me. So I'm like, what the hell? I spend all my time all night studying and staying up all night studying and studying every single day and missing out on all these parties, but I couldn't, and turning all these girls down. All this stuff I sacrificed and no job. What the hell going on? So I like, okay, the hell with this. I worked at Domino's Pizza, so they're the first person that hired me. And I did that for 2 years, delivering pizzas and making pizzas and all that kind of stuff, eating pizza every single day because I couldn't afford to buy food. So I decided to give up on accounting, and only somebody else was hiring that you didn't have experience with the police department. So of course, I needed a job, and the police department sounded like a good, safe place to work. For me and my size, So I applied and I was hired, and as soon as I finished my training, one of the guys that I worked with saw me on the street one day, like, where are you working out at? And I'm like, I'm training at the station where it's, where it's free, and and I just, get off work and just go right in there. Like, man, I got this gym, and you ought to come over there and, work out. It's got a lot more weight, and, it's bigger. I'm like, cool, I'll be there. So first day I walk in the door, this guy who owns it, his name is Brian Dobson, said, man, you're pretty big. I'm like, yeah, I've been working out for, quite a while at that time. Probably been working out about 10 years or so. I used to do powerlifting contests and all that kind of stuff. He's like, you ever competed? I'm like, no, dude, no. No, they didn't have that where I was from. I'm from a small town, Louisiana. We had basketball, football, track, and baseball. We didn't. Bodybuilding was not on the menu nowhere around, even in college. So he's like, man, you should compete. You could probably be world champion one day. I'm like, nah, dude, that's okay. I just got this job at the police department, and, I'm used to eating pizza every day. That's one of my favorite foods, hamburgers, fried chicken, because when I work with Domino's, I eat pizza every single day. One day I like, man, I'm tired of eating pizza, and Burger King was right across the street. I got on the phone, like, hey, y'all tired of eating hamburgers? They're like, yeah. I like, y'all want to trade? Yeah. So I started trading pizza for hamburgers. Then Kentucky Fried Chicken was like a restaurant district. Kentucky Fried Chicken was right next door to them. I got tired of eating burgers. I called Kentucky Fried Chicken. Hey, y'all tired of eating chicken? They like, yeah. I like, you got pizza? Y'all want to trade? Yeah. I just started trading with everybody that was around there. So I got used to eating, hamburgers, fried chicken, and all pizza and all that kind of stuff. And when Brian was saying, hey, you want a bodybuilder and you got to diet, I'm like, no, dude, I love eating hamburgers and fried chicken and pizza every day. I don't eat that nasty diet food. And plus, I just got on the police department. I don't want, have to take no steroids or nothing, whatever those guys do. He's like, oh, you wouldn't do that? I'm like, no, that's okay. So every single day I come in and he's like, man, you need to really get this bodybuilding thing a go. He said, I'm serious, you could be Mr. Olympia. And I'm like, dude, I don't even know what that is. Because, where I'm from, bodybuilding was never talked about. He's like, I'm telling you, you need to do it. I'm like, nah, that's okay. So about the 4th or 5th day I come in, they said, I tell you what, I give you a free membership to this gym if you compete in this contest coming up. And when he said free, he had me, because I was still kind of poor and I was still behind on my bills, and I was used to not paying the membership working at the station. So I'm like, okay, cool, I'll do it. So I really got into this sport to have a free membership to the gym. So I never considered, winning Mr. Olympia or winning a bodybuilding contest or turning pro and all this stuff. So of course, when I went to my first show with Mr. Texas, April of 1990, and won, it was the biggest shock in the world to me, because I'm like, here I am, just doing this just for a free membership. I win the show. So, the whole time that I was winning, and then I started doing bad once I turned pro. Actually, when I turned pro, it was big. Everything I did in the sport was a shock, because I never expected it. I just say it like that.
Wow.
And I never, ever in a million years thought I'd win Mr. Olympia or I'd win a pro show.
Let alone 8 times.
Yeah, and so, it was just for a free membership, with the thought of just training there, just for free, and just working out for free, and just competing just for the membership. Never thinking that, I could make this into something. Because,
Awesome.
Actually working out was just a hobby for me, so I didn't really care about, the competing stuff. I like, okay, I like working out. It's a hobby. I've been doing it all my life. I started training when I was 12 years old, and I just fell in love with it right away. And so just doing the competing thing, it never entered my mind to turn pro and to win a pro show and then win Mr. Olympia.
Wow, that's fascinating. I never would have imagined that.
Yeah, me either. So everything that I did and every accomplishment I made was kind of a shock, in a good way.
Yeah.
In a very positive way.
Well, I don't want to keep you all night here, so I got one last fun question that everybody probably just has been dying to know. They never know where it came from. Your infamous lines when you're training. Yeah, buddy.
One day I was in the gym. It's real hot. Yeah, I've had this before. One day I was in the gym. It's real hot in there. And nobody's in there. You can see me right there on that picture. And nobody's there. We didn't tell people, hey, get out of the way. We didn't have to tell nobody that. because it's 100-something degrees in there, and it just, you know, ain't nobody working out. I'm like, damn, it's boring in here. I'm bored, and I got to get myself psyched up. So I just said the first thing that came to my mind, you know, I was lifting some heavy weight, and I'm like, damn, okay, this ain't heavy, this light. So I just screamed it out, lightweight. So, you know, I got tired of saying that, so I came up with something else. I'm like, oh, yeah, buddy. I got tired of saying that, so I was like, I got to come up with something else. Ain't nothing but a peanut, you know. So these are just things that came in my head to psych myself up, because, like I said, I'm in the gym by myself. It's 100-something degrees, and I'm trying to fire myself up, trying to geek myself up, because sometimes, you know, it can be overwhelming just a little bit, because some days it's 105, some days it's 95, and, you know, some days it's 45, some days it's 25, so it's just all different, you know, types of weather there. You know, we ain't got no carpet, no AC, it's just weights and a lot of dirt, a lot of spider webs, a lot of cobwebs, and you gotta wipe the machine off every time you pretty much do a set. So, yeah, buddy, and all that other stuff just came from me being bored and being tired and trying to find some way to fire myself up.
That's
like I said, I say a lot of other stuff too.
I can imagine it's 100 degrees. You're just like,
yeah,
oh, I gotta lift
and I'm
today.
sweating, pouring the sweat, you know, drinking gallons of water. It was a lot of fun though, you know, because you know, I was used to it. Where I grew up, it's actually hotter than Texas because the humidity. I remember when I first went back, after I've been in Texas for so long, I went back home, and the heat hit me, and it felt like a heater. I'm like, what the? I ain't used to this no more. So you know, I got used to the heat. You know, we used to have to practice football in like 100-some degree weather. You know, you got all these pads on, and you just drench. Same thing in the police department. You know, I got on that vest, and I'm just pouring sweat, especially out there on the concrete when that heat is rising up. Oh man, it ain't for the meek.
Sure.
Meek is mine. So,
well, Ron, I can't thank you enough for taking the time to do this interview with us. Everybody, been looking forward to this, including myself. Still, like I said, just kind of amazing that I'm actually here, get to meet you. So, once again, thank you very much.
No problem.
For those of you out there who haven't got a chance to try supplements, check them out. Like he said, I mean, a lot of thought went into them. So, this has been Petey from SupplementReviews.com here with Ronnie Coleman at the Mr. Olympia 2013. Thanks for watching, everybody. Yeah, there it was. All right. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Work it, make it, do it, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger.
That don't kill me, can only make us stronger.